Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be making K-pop predictions for 2023. With that said, let's get started. My first prediction is about Twice. I predict they will have one Korean and Japanese comeback and finally manage to get a Billboard 200 #1 album. In 2022 they only released one Korean and Japanese comeback. Their Korean comeback reached number 3 in the Billboard 200 and sold over 100,000 copies in the first week in USA. I think they will release one Korean and Japanese album for 2023 too and focus on their solo careers. But I feel like they will also release a full English album or an extended play to increase their popularity in the West. In 2022 they didn't release any English songs even though their 2021 English song The Feels was a massive hit, entering the Billboard Hot 100 at 81. So it's presumable that they will release another English song which I think will be a massive success just like The Feels. Last year Nayeon released her solo pop. And this year I think another Twice member will release their solo. I definitely think Jihyo will have her solo debut. She is the leader and main vocalist of Twice, so it's accurate to think that she will be one of the first Twice member to get their solos. My final Twice prediction is that they will have an official subunit who will release a extended play. If you made it this far into the video, please go subscribe to my channel since I'm a new YouTuber. It would tremendously help me out. My second prediction has to deal with Espa. I think Espa will have a massive year in 2023. I think they will have two comeback, one of which will be a full album, which will be hugely successful. I also they will have their Japanese and English debuts since their 2022 extended play was a huge success in the West and Japan, entering at number 3 in both the Billboard 200 albums and Oricon albums chart. In 2022 they released the English version of Life's Too Short with a music video and it helped increase their popularity in the West, so I think SM Entertainment will take note of that and make them release more English songs and promote them more in the West. After Espa has a comeback, I can see them going on a world tour. My third prediction has to do with another SM artist, which is Red Velvet. Red Velvet had an incredible year in 2022. Their 2022 comebacks are their best-selling albums of all time and they doubled their career-wide sales in this year. Their last full album Perfect Velvet was released in 2017, which is over 5 years ago, so I think they will release another full album and I see them going on a worldwide tour to support it. I also see Irene having her solo debut in 2023 following her bandmates Wendy, Joy, and Sulgi. Now let's move on to NCT. NCT is one of the biggest boy groups in Korea. Both Dream and 127 achieve massive album sales and their songs actually chart very well in Korea. For 2023 I predict this to continue. But I also believe that NCT is going to debut new units. New SM rookies were added this year and I think they will debut soon. SM has been teasing NCT Tokyo and Hollywood for a while and I think they will both debut in 2023. I can definitely see Mark debuting in NCT Hollywood and I think their debut will be hugely controversial and many NCT fans will boycott them due to them not liking the idea of NCT Hollywood. I think Wavy will return back with promotion and albums. Now let's move on from SM groups and talk about IVE. IVE is a monster rookie. Within 1 year of their debut they one of the best-selling K-pop girl groups of all time. That just speaks volume of their success. Both of their last 2 title tracks went number 1 in the Circle digital charts. They only released singles albums up until now, so I think in 2023 they will release one extended play and one full album. I also believe they will release a original Japanese song and be hugely successful there, not that they aren't already. Another girl group who is hugely popular in South Korea is New Jeans. As we all know, their debut EP took over Korea by a storm. They had 3 top 10 hits in the Circle digital charts. Furthermore, they have consistently ranked high in brand reputation in Korea, aided with their debut topping the charts for months in streaming platforms all over Korea. They are one of the most popular groups in Korea in the general public's eyes. And I wholeheartedly believe that it will stay that way with their new comeback single album OMG taking South Korea by a storm again. Another hype girl that I believe will do well is Le Sserafim. Le Seraphims have good sales and can manage to crack into the top 10 with their comeback time and time again, as shown by their debut Fearless and Anti-Fragile. They have growing sales and a growing fan base even with their controversy. In 2023 I predict that they will have 2 comeback, which I presume will both be extended plays. Now moving on to girl groups who are struggling right now. First we have Kepler. Ever since their debut, they have a constant decline of sales and views, which is not a good sign for any group. When they debuted they had huge anticipation due to coming from a net survival show, but their songs in my opinion do not live up to the momentum they are placed. Those songs they released are not bad, but for a group that has the popularity they have, I believe they should have better songs. And I can't be the only one think that, since they are losing sales and views. Another reason why they are struggling is because they keep on releasing songs which leads to each comeback having less hype than the other. In 2022 alone they released 3 Korean extended plays and 1 Japanese song. That's 4 single right there, and with each of them they consistently placed lower than the others in charts until they stopped charting altogether. One potential they do have is in Japan, where their Japanese single did remarkably well. So I believe in 2023 they will focus more on promoting in Japan and will have 1 Korean album. Another group that is struggling is ITZY. ITZY was once the leading 4th generation group, but now due to more competition they have fallen back. Their 2021 release Loco did well internationally but horrible on Korea and became their worst performing song in there. JYP Entertainment took note of this and released Sneakers in 2022, which caters more to the Korean public. Hence it did way better in Korea than its predecessor, but it did horrible internationally and most international fans heavily disliked that song. Now their popularity is stagnant, which isn't necessarily bad, but aren't leading the 4th gen as they once were. For predictions about Blackpink I plan to make a whole video just for them, so they will not be included in this video. With this it concludes this video. I know there are many other groups I didn't mention, so if you want a part 2 let me know in the comments. If you liked this video be sure to like and subscribe, it greatly helps me. And thank you so much for watch. Have a good day.